finished my Seneca for the morning on a 41-day streak, which I'm really happy about. Always like to start off my mornings with some Seneca because it's good to get that out of the way first. About 10 o'clock right now, and I've just finished doing my maths practice paper. I was using, this one was handed to us by the school, and luckily the paper was on Maths Genie. So I love using Maths Genie because they have the mark scheme right here, which with the solutions, rather than just, you know, the typical mark scheme, which can be kind of hard to read. If you struggle even more on a question like I did on some of these, you can then just check out the video, which goes through all of the questions with someone doing it by hand and explaining what they're doing, which is super useful because then you can be writing the answers along and seeing where you made mistakes. And especially nowadays, what I like to do is write down what topics I'm struggling with or what topics I struggled with on this paper. That way, when I need to revise maths, I can check this list and see what I need to just brush over or do some practice questions on. So I think I'm going to move on to product design because that's a bit more of a chill task, and this maths paper is a bit stressful sometimes. Boom, I have just finished my working with acrylic and wood section. I still have to do the metal section, however this is a good start for now. And this is not even required, I'm just doing this so I don't have to do it in lessons. But yeah, if you take product, share your photos onto Google Photos, and then when you're doing the PowerPoint, you can easily just drag the photo into there. Right now, it is 11:43, so I finished this, tick that off. I think I'm gonna start with something that won't take me too long, so let's do the Weimar Germany quiz on show my homework, which will probably take me to 12 o'clock, and then I'll start something else. But yeah, should be fun. Let's go. Yay, 100%. Only took me 3 attempts. I think I'm gonna do my maths Venn diagram sheet, which I'll just print off in a second. So it is 1 o'clock now, and I just finished doing my Venn diagrams sheet. I was okay with it. I want to need some more practice on it, which is why I'll finish the rest of the sheet probably tomorrow or maybe even later today. However, I've been revising for like 5 hours now, so I'm gonna take my first like decently long break and eat some lunch and do some like admin work and personal stuff. So yeah, later on I might study English, but we'll see. So it is like 2:30. I'm doing a bit of video editing right now, which needs to be done like right now, so I might have to go to 3, and I still haven't eaten anything, so yeah, kind of bad. It's fine, I'll get it done, and then we'll start revising like 3 something, and we'll just revise a bit later. I spent a bit too long on my lunch break, mainly because I had to edit part of my video, so there's that. However, it's cool now, I've eaten, I'm pretty ready to get back to revision. It's 4:30, can still end up getting like 4 hours in. Let's go. Just finished doing my P5 flashcards, which took a lot less than I expected. I only took half an hour to do it, so I'm just gonna tick that off and then move on to my next task, which is good because I'm a little bit behind. I knew I was meant to start revising at 3, as I said earlier, but it's fine, it's cool. Physics chapter 10.1 to 10.3 flashcards, because that's what we've been doing in lessons so far, and I want to try and get that done today. And while I'm on the physics mood, I may as well, you know, get that done. And then after that, I guess I'll move on to chemistry. But yeah, I think physics is good. So let's move on to 10.1 to 10.3. So I've just finished writing my cards on Anki for, well, what we've done in chapter 10 of physics. I'll go ahead and take that off my to-do list. It took about half an hour to do compared to the 45 minutes I allotted for it. I'm going to move on to make my mystery cards for chapter 5.1 to 5.3. That'll probably end up taking about half an hour, and then after that I'll do my electrolysis flashcards. So we moved away from physics now, going to chemistry to do my flashcards. I think after that I'm going to go on to do my Christmas Carol English homework. And lately I've started now tagging all my decks for all the different chapters. So this just makes it 10 times easier, go into even deeper into the chapter. So obviously I organize my decks for the actual like sub chapters. So I organize it paper 1, paper 2, and then the decks within that. But I now have further expanded it to, you know, organize it into things like, boom, like 10.1. 10.2, wherever, and it's just much easier than to keep track of where like some of my flashcards are. So you can see I have these ones as well. The only annoying thing about this is now I have to go and tag all of the cards that I had not tagged previously. However, I think it will be good in the long term. Here again, and I just finished my chemistry 5.1 to 5.3 flashcards. Only took just over half an hour, so time allotted was correct. Boom. So I've been working for about 2 hours now. It's alright, I don't feel too bad, I guess. When I'm doing my Anki cards, as you can see on my desktop, I have a lot of screenshots. This is because when I do my Anki cards, you know, I love to use the textbook images. I just screenshot them and can add them as extra information. Now I'm going to move on to doing my electrolysis flashcards, and then I think I will move on to my English homework, because I want to have a change in pace from science and maths and product design and do some English, so yeah. Finally, it is 7 o'clock. 5 hours done in the morning, 3 hours now. You can see I did the electrolysis flashcards right here, finished them up. I always use Caboodle, if you're wondering. Caboodle is like one of the best, it's really in depth. I do have the CGP books, but those aren't as in depth compared to the Caboodle books, so I do not like making my flashcards with those. However, I still like using for revision as the questions and if I need a quick overview of the topic. So I tagged all these cards, as you can see, pretty happy about that. So let's take electrolysis. I'm gonna probably work for another hour, maybe 2, so I can make this video 10-hour study with me, but we'll see. Now I'm gonna go eat something and then shower because I'm just really tired. Half German, if you didn't know, so I love me some good Abendbrot, which just translates to evening bread, and it's pretty traditional in Germany to, you know, just have bread in the evening with various assortments of spreads and meats. So I'm eating some just regular little bakery bread. I have some turkey salami, pretty good, love this stuff. Obviously Lurpak butter classic. Do we have grapes? Oh yeah, we have some grapes. Ooh, apples as well. Have some fruit. Gotta be healthy, you know. Gotta be healthy. So I've just prepped the shower and I'm gonna go in and I don't know why I'm so excited. About 10 to 8 now and I just finished showering and getting changed into my PJs, you know, into my comfortable clothing, and I'm gonna try and knock out another hour at least, so I get 9 hours done, or maybe another 2. We'll see. Yeah, I think I have some history and some PRE is the main thing. So there's some maths, but history and PRE flashcards are going to be the priority right now. I'm going to take a quick 10-minute break and then get back to revision at 8. So I decided I want to get English out of the way first because it's probably the least out of the things I want to do. So I'm doing a Christmas Carol work. We're not actually doing it in lessons right now. However, our teacher sets us like work from a book. We're not working on to kind of, you know, boost our revision and use that active recall method. So I did buy the book. It was like £2, which is useful. I literally haven't touched it in like a year. I'm just gonna go through this. So let's go. So I just finished analysing the Christmas Carol quotations. You know, the classic stuff, looking at it overall, zooming in on one word. So I'm gonna go ahead and submit that on Show My Homework. So it's 15 past 10 now and I've just done, what, 10 hours and 15 minutes. I finished off all my history cards, so I'll tick off my to-do list right. I didn't actually do the PRE flashcards or the vector sheet, which is a little bit annoying. I was quite bored some editing earlier, so I'll probably just end up finishing that tomorrow. I could stay up and, you know, finish that and then title this video something like 12-hour study with me, but I actually want to edit this video tomorrow, so I'm going to wake up early rather than be sleep deprived. So I'm just going to go to bed, title this, what, 10, 11 hour study or whatever, and that should be fine. I'm so happy that I can go to bed. I've done so much work today, man, let's go.